Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shaman's Horde on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode, we were here in Dead Money and we got the first of 3 companions. Well, the first 2 of 4, if you want to count it that way. We got Dog and we got God and went through his story. Today, we're going after Christine. Christine can be found in the medical clinic, which is located in the medical district of the villa. So let's head on into the clinic.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
So your main issue here, as Elijah said, is gonna be security holograms. You try and go up these stairs, you'll get a glimpse of one right there. But that's not exactly where we want to go. You're actually going to want to go down this hallway to get to Christine, but you'll notice...
At the end of the hall, red light means they're shielded. Must be a way to shut them off somewhere else.
You'll notice the red speaker there that'll set off your collar. So we gotta get into the basement and turn off the power to the speaker. The next issue, though, is the basement is locked. If you have a high lock-picking skill, you can, of course, just bust on down to the basement. Otherwise, you're going to want to come up to the second floor here. It doesn't matter if the hologram sees you. If you can quickly take out the emitter here, it is gone, and you don't have to deal with it. I believe we want to go into this room next. I believe we want to go into this room next to get the basement key, and now we can just freely go on down into the basement where we can turn the power off and thus deactivate that red speaker there. Easy as that. Alright, now let's head on over and see if we can rescue Christine. As you get close, you hear some banging on a wall. Almost like someone wants to be let out of somewhere. And as you approach the malfunctioning auto dock, your extra companions glitch out a little bit, but Christine crawls out from it. She looks distorted, pain, blinks, and winces. Are you alright? She opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. Touches her throat, traces the scar beneath the chin, and her eyes widen in alarm. What happened to you, Christine? She looks shaken, glances at the autodock, and recoils. She opens her mouth, but again, nothing comes out. Her hands clench into fists, her eyes narrow. What's the matter? She frowns and drags a finger across her throat in a slow motion. She looks more angry, and her frown deepens. Traces the edge of the collar until she finds the lock, and she starts to press it. Don't do that, it's a bomb collar. Mess with it, and it'll go off. She looks surprised, but then she sees our collar. Look, let's just say we're in this together. She shakes her head. Well, what do you mean by that? She draws a line in the air between the two of you. Look, together we can get out of this. She shakes her head once, then crosses her arms. I'm not trying to order you here, Christine, but your life is tied to mine. She glances at the collar, looks back at you. She makes a circle with her hands, puts her hand over something. This text is going too fast to read it all. Basically, she makes hand gestures. She is not able to talk at all. So, why don't you come with me? You're looking for something else, and I can help. She gives a silent sigh after shaking her head slowly, and finally a nod as she nods at the door. Alright, come with me, Christine. And with that, she joins us and gives us the Signal Interference perk. This perk grants you a short period of time near a speaker before your bomb collar starts to activate, as well as increasing the amount of time before your bomb collar detonates by 50%. Alright, now let's talk to her and see if we can get to know her just a little bit better. I'm not gonna bother reading her options here, as you have already noticed they go too far, too fast, and I cannot keep up with them, but she is not saying anything, she is just making hand gestures to reply to us. Do you know how to get out of here? So once the collars are gone, we can just leave? You're saying it'll be difficult to return here if we leave. To return here if I leave. But not you. Why can't you find your way back? You aren't going to leave. Are you trying to break into the casino? Okay, well, with medicine 75, you can ask about her facial scars that weren't done by the autodoc, but the throat scar was. So I can't restore your voice. We'd need a real autodoc to do that. I don't understand why they shaved you bald, though. Wait, the autodoc didn't shave you bald? No, wait, I want to hear this. You were bald before? Wait, that's a Brotherhood of Steel symbol, right? You're a scribe? How the hell did he get out here? Where were you before? You were looking for something? You were over the moon? You were looking for someone. A robot? Alright, someone alive. An angry bearded man. You were looking for a man in a vault. You were looking for a vault boy? The man on the Pip-Boy holotape, Elijah. Someone smart. And nuts. Sounds like it's pretty important to you to find this person. I don't understand. Did he cut you off from someone? Family? A husband? Oh, I get you. A girlfriend. You were more than girlfriends. Lovers. What, you think I don't understand love? I understand how important a loved one can be. So I had other questions for you. How did you end up in the auto dock? You were knocked out? You want to know how I got here? Well, I followed a radio signal here, a woman's voice. I needed supplies. It thought it might lead me somewhere interesting. I mean, if I could leave, I would. What about you? You're not going to leave. Okay, well, I had other questions. Do you know what those machines around the villa are? I don't have any Sierra Madre chips on me. Can't you communicate some other way? Can you write? Something to do with the surgery. It's a specific form of brain surgery using electrodes pre-war. You can still do math. That's good to hear. And with that, that is just about all we can gauge from Christine at the moment. So let's skip on ahead in this quest line to where we're setting her up at her gala event. If you couldn't tell, Christine, she is a little bit of a mute. This surgery in the auto dock messed her up, but she was gassed and brought here just like we were, except she had a mission to find Father Elijah, the same one that wants us to break into the casino, the same one that put Dog and God up to gassing these people and dragging them here. We are truly all in this together. That is not a High School Musical reference. Alright, so here we are at the part where we have to set everyone up for their spots at the gala event. Let's go ahead and talk to Christine. You think he's using the Pip-Boy to establish the projector connection? Think he might be close then. Any idea where? Oh yeah, sure, you can see my Pip-Boy. Careful, that's my arm, alright? Why do you think he wants you to go to the switching station? Neither Dean or Dog have the technical aptitude to man the switching station. Things would be a lot easier if you did 1 snap for yes, 2 snaps for no. Okay, I get it. Better than finger snaps. A smile. Now that's more like it. You really need to relax. This entire place is a pre-war paradise, you know. Hey, we'll find a way to heal you, alright? And let's start traveling together to this switching station. Now that you are in the switching station itself, it's time to get started. Immediately, you're going to come across this locked door that won't open because there's no power running to it. You're going to want to turn around and look at this electrical box, which you can either fix with using parts, or if you have repair 60, you can just jury rig it, fix it up from there, and the door opens. Now through this next segment, you're going to have speakers going off with Christine with you. My bad, name wrong. It's going to be a little easier. You'll have a little bit of extra time to get by them, but if you pay attention to the walls, you'll see some arrows pointing up to where the speakers are. There are 3 in total. Here is number 2. And number 3 is a little bit hidden further down here, right there. And you are perfectly safe coming through here. This next section has a gaseous cloud at the bottom that you're gonna need to run through. The easiest way is to jump down onto that pipe. If you make it, I did not, that's okay. The second easy way, if you go down the stairs, there's this middle path here. It has a few bear traps in it, but you can run straight through to the staircase to the other side. Now we just follow this path back around here, open the door, and head into the next room. This terminal here is very useful for the DLC as a whole. You can activate the ventilation system, which not only will drain the gas in the previous room, but out of many sections of Puesta del Sol's streets as well. Take note of Innes's locker here, very hard lock. We're going to be returning here in a second. This next room has a few red speakers dotted around and a turret over there, so you're going to want to be careful. Best way I find to do this is to just run, ignore the turret, jump over there, jump over here, jump here, into this room where you are safe from the speakers. And I don't think there's a password you can find for this terminal. You're just going to have to hack into it. It is very easy, however. I'm just going to guess, roll, pain, mall. None of that worked. Go ahead and exit out. Just reload the terminal. Get all of your attempts back. And try it again. We got tent. We got feet. Perfect. We are in, and from here we can just turn the speakers off. Our target is in this next room here. Gonna do a quick save because we have multiple options we can take here. Christine stops us as we get close, if she's here. So in order to get your companions across, when you're at this terminal here that turns off the speakers, you're going to want to turn around, activate this one as well to disengage the lock, open the door, and that will give them a clear path across to you. And now we'll go ahead and do that quick save so Christine can stop us here. So for whatever reason, Christine had walked back to the previous room and was somehow told to wait there, but I got her now, and third tries the charm. She should stop us here when she gets close enough. Christine, please. Alright, Christine, I need you to go down to the manual bypass room to regulate the power. What's wrong? It reminds you of being trapped in the auto dock. So here we have two options. We have a good and a evil option, at least in the terms of Christine here. We can lie to her and have her go in the elevator and then trick her into going down. Alternatively, if we have terrifying presence, we can threaten her. Get in that elevator, or I'll make those scars on your face a pleasant memory. And then once she goes in, we can just walk over to the elevator and push the down button.
The bell tower. That's where you'll trigger the Gala event. It's a ways up. I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
And that finishes that quest for her, but let's see the nice way to get her to do this, shall we? This time, instead of threatening her, we're gonna say, alright, let me see if I can find another way to do this without sending you down there. Alright, so the way to do this, we need to open this remote terminal, which is a very hard lock. It's understandable if you cannot hack this at the moment. I'm going to show you the easy way to do this. You're going to want to come back to this desk, grab Ennis's key, and remember, we found Ennis's locker in the previous room. I told you guys to take note of it, because now we want to come back here, open it up, and he has the password to that same terminal in his locker. So now we can just head right back to said terminal and open it right up. Go ahead and log on and transfer control to this station. Let's talk to Christine. Maybe she has to be a little bit closer. I don't know what it is with her in this area on this run, but she doesn't want to talk to me. I've found a way to do the bypass from here. You should be able to just use the terminal right over there. Are you going to be okay here? I'll be back for you, okay? I mean it. Stay alive until I get back. And now we have done this quest the good
That's
way.
where you'll trigger the Gale event. It's a ways up. I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
From here on out, we won't see Christine until we are just about ready to finish the DLC, so let's fast forward a bit. You will meet Christine for the final time at the end of the executive suites here, although this time she seems to be a little bit different than before.
You made it. Good. There's to talk. I'll keep this quick in case my voice goes out.
You sound like the woman in the Sierra Madre broadcast.
Do I? Sounds off to my ears. I can tell. Not to mention it hurts like hell to swallow. Might be why I got moved off to this suite. It's hers. That's her over there. Got trapped by security like I did. Just took a different way out.
Well, now that your voice is back, what did you want to say all this time?
I've been hunting the one who hijacked your Pip-Boy, Elijah, for some time. He cannot leave the Sierra Madre alive. What he's done here is nothing compared to what he's done in the past. The only way to bring him out is if you get to the vault. He won't allow you to go down there alone. That's when we kill him.
So how long have you been hunting him?
Too long. Thought I might have had a chance to settle it before this event happened. But then the chance slipped away again.
Settle it? You're here to kill him.
Those are my orders. I've seen what he's done, and I believe in those orders.
It sounds personal.
He cut me off from someone I cared about a long time ago. He used his status to break us apart. So I had to find a new purpose. Same banner. Then he became unstable. Left a trail of crimes across the wasteland. Once word reached us, I was ordered to kill him.
He said he knew you.
He saw me, before the scars, at a place far from here. It's where he found some of the technology he uses now. It's a place called the Big Empty. The name's deceptive, if you know where to look. Almost got trapped there. There was someone else, though, who came along. Knew about Elijah.
Well, you could have said something sooner.
Wasn't sure until now I could trust you. Now I know. Look, when I woke up here, however that happened, I had this key on me. I think it belongs to her. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. Might open the dresser or the safe. Didn't have time to experiment with it before you arrived. Here you go.
So how did he get here from the gala event and onto this floor?
The gala went off. The switching station opened up. Thought the screeching in the auto dock was bad. Station worse. Got outside, saw the light show, and it was enough to make me run to the casino. Also, it seemed like the lights and speakers were helping to guide me. Guess your master wanted a backup in case you died. As for being assigned to this floor, maybe it's because of my new voice. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe it recognized me as a guest.
So does that auto dock there work?
Yeah, it's still functional. A lot of garbage data on it. Its basic procedures should still work fine.
Anything you can download off of it?
I can see. Check the route. Recent diagnostics. A lot of Med-X was dispensed for Vera Keys. Guess that's her corpse there for certain. And why all those meds are scattered around in here. Here's the medical report. Looks like she had some sort of terminal condition. Diagnosis isn't conclusive. Must have been painful. I'm not even sure she knew if these medical reports are enough. She must have been numb most of the time.
Well, I'm just glad you're safe. Hold up here. I'll take care of Elijah.
Good luck. He's not an easy opponent. If I can, I'll help. Might be able to figure something out using the Sierra Madre's computer systems.
And with that, we finished talking to Christine, and it went really well, honestly.
Jumped over
But
the crazy paladin.
just like Dog and God, it can go bad very fast. If you threatened her or lied to her and tricked her into the switching station elevator, then she will be hostile when you get here and attack you, and you will likely have to kill her, causing you to have to run all the way off this floor to avoid her collar blowing up your collar, and it's big and it's complicated. The best way I see to do it, just be nice to her. Don't be an asshole. And she works with you just fine. I think that is gonna be about it for our story with Christine, though. You know, I brought my other two companions with me to Dead Money. I don't see them right now, but we had Veronica and Raul. Raul doesn't really have anything to do with this DLC, but Veronica, if you dive into the game's lore, just so happens to be the other girlfriend that Christine's been talking about, the one that Father Elijah cut her off from, and the personal reason she's gone after him. Now, it's a shame, even after you finish the DLC, you can go back, talk to Veronica, and there's really no major connection between them, but it is worth mentioning when going over her story. The only other thing I could think to include in this video is this next quest is going to have me go down, pick up some Vera Keys audio files, bring them back up here in order to get down into the vault. And Christine here plays a small part where she says a password, but seeing as you can kill her at this point, she's not needed, and you can literally just play the audio and get down there anyway, so I don't feel a need to show it. So that's gonna end off today's episode. She's liking her new voice, I guess. Talking and talking and talking. That's gonna end off today. Thank you all for watching this episode of the Shaman's Horde. Sorry it came out a little late. I am terrible and just didn't feel like recording this, but now that I've done it, it's not too bad. Next time, we're gonna get into the third and final companion of Dead Money. Everyone's favorite egotistical ghoul, Dean Domino. Stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Christine, her mission complete. Found new purpose as the Sierra Madre's warden. She watched over it silently. By choice. Over time, the ghost people came to see her as one of the holograms. They would watch silently as she walked among them, At times, Christine thought of the courier, who had kept Elijah's hand from her throat. The courier reminded her of the other courier she had met in the Big Empty, and wondered if the two had found each other at last. She did not think of them again until she heard the legends of the Divide. The Divide, where the two messengers, the two couriers, fought beneath an ancient flag at the edge of the world.